Hello there, adventurers, and welcome to Wally DM. Today our adventuring party find themselves deep within a dungeon. They have finally entered a room that has some summoning circles in it. Now they are on a quest to gather information from a person from the past. So they are going to need to summon that individual to the present so they can ask a few questions. Now in order to do that, they're going to need to perform a ritual, and this ritual is encoded. So they're going to need to decipher it correctly. Now if they do this the correct way, then they are able to speak with a person from the past and gather the information that they need. However, if they do the ritual incorrectly, then, well, maybe a demon or another creature from another dimension will arrive and will roll for initiative. Now, this is an idea that was submitted by Zephy, and this puzzle is called Summoning Circles. Just a reminder, if you have not joined our Discord yet, I highly encourage you to do so. Come on over and hang out with me and folks that know a lot about D&D. And if you like the content on this channel, please hit that subscribe button and pick up my brand new puzzle book, Wally DM's Journal of Puzzle Encounters, available now on DriveThruRPG. Now, before we begin the tutorial for the puzzle, it is very important that the characters obtain some chalk. Now, this could be colored chalk, which is what I would prefer, and that's the way that I'm going to demonstrate the puzzle, but of course it could be whatever type that you need. The adventuring party or the characters are going to need to draw things on stone. So chalk is going to be very important for the characters to complete the puzzle. In this puzzle, our adventuring party is seeking the knowledge of someone from another plane, another dimension, or perhaps someone from the past. And the only way to bring this person forth is through the summoning circles. So our adventuring party has been on a very long dungeon crawl and has finally arrived at the room with the summoning circles. So in this room, we have a square platform, and on top of this platform are 4 circles that are engraved into the stone. Now, each of these circles has small notches that are evenly spaced around the rim of the circle, and each of the 4 circles has a different number of notches. So in order to summon the being they need to speak with, the characters are going to need to have a ritual with these circles. Now this could be on a scroll that you provided to them beforehand, or we could just have it etched into the stone on the side of the platform. So if our paladin comes down here, he'll be able to read the following. The cryptic message goes as follows. On this platform, 8 shapes hide, 4 are circles, and 4 you provide. First you must, in the second largest, a hex please cast, while in the smallest shape, you should try to draw last. Inside the largest shape, the others are all pent up. You ought to draw the second smallest, third in the lineup. All 8 shapes should now be done. Bear in mind the order please, or else be shunned. So with the 4 circles on the platform, and with our characters each having chalk and the instructions on how to summon this being that they are seeking advice from, do you know how to solve the puzzle? I'll give you a second if you'd like to figure it out. Did you get it? Great. Let's go over the answer. Now, of course, in order to solve this puzzle, we're going to need to refer to the cryptic message. And looking at it again, the last line is going to be the most important. Bear in mind the order please, or else be shunned. So those 4 center lines that tell us what shapes to draw are going to need to be put in a particular order. So we will take the first line because it has the word first in it, and that will be the first shape that our characters will need to draw. First you must, in the second largest, a hex please cast. So there's 3 important things in this line. The first one is the word first, which means we need to do this action first. The second one is the second largest. So we're going to need to go into the second largest circle. And then the third clue in this line is hex. And hex means 6. So we're going to need to draw a hexagon in the second largest circle. So our ritual has begun. The characters take the red chalk and they draw a hexagon. Now, I do need to mention the colors are not going to be important as far as solving the puzzle. I'm just doing it so that we can better see what's going on. Now, looking at our cryptic message again, we can see that the second line says to draw last, so that'll be 4th. Our last line says 3rd in the lineup, so that'll be our 3rd action. And that leaves inside the largest shape, the others are all pent up. So this will be the second shape that we draw, and inside the largest shape, so that's going to be the large circle, and pent means 5, so we're going to be drawing a pentagon. And now the second part of our ritual has been complete. The third one, we're going to take the last line of the cryptic message. You oct to draw the second smallest, third in the lineup. That means this is our third action. OCT means 8. So we are going to draw an octagon in the second smallest circle. So now the third portion of our ritual is complete. We have an octagon in the second circle. And now we go back up to the second line of our cryptic message. While in the smallest shape, you should try to draw last. And if you look at the word try, it is spelled T-R-I. And try, T-R-I, means 3. So we will need to put a triangle in the smallest circle. So the fourth shape that we're going to draw with our chalk is a triangle, and when we complete this ritual, the being that the characters needed to summon appears through a portal and is able to answer their questions. Now, of course, that was the correct way to summon the being that they need to talk to, but if the characters end up drawing the incorrect shapes, or if they do it in the incorrect order, then they take a chance of not summoning the being that they needed, but instead a demonic entity or some other monstrous creature appears in the middle of the summoning circles, and now we need to roll for initiative. Once the creature is defeated, all of the chalk will erase from the summoning circles, and our characters can try it again. So that puzzle is called Summoning Circles. And once again, thank you to Zephy for submitting this idea. I had a lot of fun presenting it on the channel. Now don't forget, at the beginning of the adventure, the characters are going to need chalk, and they're going to need access to the ritual, which is in the form of an encrypted riddle. So be sure to either give that to them beforehand, or give them a way to find it in the dungeon. Now if you would like to run this puzzle in your game, I have put the image and the words to the ritual on my website, and you can find those in a link in the description below. So that's all I have for you today. What did you think of the puzzle? Is this something that you could use in your game? And if so, what would you do differently? And who would your characters be summoning on this platform? For me, I think I would probably have them summon the 10th grade geometry teacher. Say, hey, we're using shapes and geometry in D&D. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and on to the next.